Hello everyone and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Khoula Mehmood and I'm a student of Rehan College in campus teacher training but can today we'll be discussing talking with the talk with ChatGPT. So let's go. I'm starting my topic. So firstly, welcome to interview sections. Today I am talking with our respect guest about it interesting topic. Topic is how to develop relationships, defining and stay strong in hard times. Life is full changing. Love charging, but relations help us recover setbacks, stay positive, and keep moving toward our goals. In this interview, we will be explore practice and be as an starting a word, practice building endurance. Overcome discuss in many hope during midline with curriculum. So let's go start and talk with ChatGPT. So let's go for now. Now my first question is, what does license mean to you? Please give me a long answer and empty questions.
Of course. So when I think about resilience, it really means the ability to adapt and bounce back in the face of challenges. For me, it's that inner strength keeps me going even when things get tough. Resilience, I don't just rely on myself. I can also lean on my support network, learn from setbacks, and stay anchored in my purpose. Adversity, big or small, resilience is what allows me to stay grounded, keep swinging toward my goals. And now, as a follow up, could you share a personal experience when you really had to rely on resilience in your life?
Okay, so my next question is, why is lesson realizing important in everyday life? Please give me a long answer.
Absolutely. Important in life because it gives us the ability to face uncertainty, setbacks, and change without being completely derailed. Whether it's a tough day at work, challenge, or even just a series of small disappointments, resilience helps us manage stress, stay hopeful, and adapt our plans. In everyday interactions, it lets us bounce back from misunderstandings, failure, or blocks, allowing us to move forward with a sense of purpose. And over time, that daily practice of resilience actually builds confidence, strength, and a greater sense of control in our lives. So it's not just a big dramatic concept, it's something we apply every day in small choices and in how we keep showing up, even when things get tough.
So okay, that's it right now. My next question is, can lessons be learning or is it something we are born with? Please give me a long answer.
That's a really insightful question. I think resilience is something we all have the capacity for, but it's definitely not a fixed trait. We don't just either have it or don't. It's more like a muscle that we build over time. Some people may naturally develop resilience through early experiences, like facing adversity as a child, while others have to cultivate it more consciously by practicing self reflection, seeking support, and learning from setbacks. So it's not we're born with or without it. It's something we can nurture, and it grows through practice, self awareness, and a willingness to learn from life's challenges. The stronger and away.
Okay, so my next question is, why are the biggest challenges people face when going through
Of course.
difficult times? Please give me a long answer.
That's a really profound question. I think some of the biggest challenges people face in tough times are first, the fear of being alone or isolated. When things get hard, we sometimes feel like no one else understands or shares that burden. Second, there's often self doubt, questioning our abilities or worth, and wondering if we can really overcome what's in front of us. The uncertainty of the future is a huge hurdle. When we can't see a clear path, it's easy to feel stuck, hopeless. And everyday stressors like financial worries or balancing responsibilities that pile. So resilience is really about facing all of these, feeling those fears, but still taking small steps forward, trusting that even though the path is unclear, we have the capacity to keep going and grow stronger because of it.
So, okay, my next question is, how can we stay mentally strong during difficult times? Strict pull, strict stations. Please give me a long answer.
That's a really powerful question. Staying mentally strong during difficult times often starts with cultivating a mindset of self compassion, acknowledging that it's okay to feel pain or uncertainty. We can stay strong by grounding ourselves in small daily practices, things like mindfulness, journaling, or even just taking a few minutes each day to breathe and reconnect with ourselves. Another key is to focus on control. Setting small, achievable goals helps us gain a sense of agency. It's also vital to stay connected to trusted friends, family, of course.
What role does a
Absolutely.
positive
And just to finish that thought, staying mentally strong also means
Okay.
allowing ourselves break.
So my next question is what role does a positive mindset
Great
play in a
question. A
building
positive mindset
relations?
is a positive mindset, like a foundation small wins. It shifts how we interpret setbacks. Instead of feeling defeated, we start seeing challenges as temporary and solvable. This optimism doesn't deny reality. It just gives us the energy and perspective to keep trying. So, in building resilience, a positive mindset acts like a compass, guiding us toward hope, persistence, and the belief that we can grow even through adversity.
Okay, so my next question is what daily habits can improve emotional relations? Please give me a long answer.
That's a great question. Daily habits are so powerful because they build a steady foundation for emotional resilience. For example, starting each day with frame stress. Journaling is another daily habit. Just spending a few progress process always like a quick call or a supportive message can reinforce a sense of belonging. And of course, self-care habits like getting enough sleep, regular exercise, and healthy nutrition keep your body and mind in balance. By weaving
So okay, now my next question is what are the some healthy way into manage strict and straight? Please give me a long answer.
that's a really of course. So, one of the healthiest ways to manage stress is by staying connected to a daily routine because predictability gives us a sense of control. Incorporating mindfulness like deep breathing, meditation, or even a few minutes of quiet reflection helps us pause and reset before we feel overwhelmed. Exercise is also crucial. It releases endorphins, which naturally boost mood. Equally important is setting boundaries, knowing when to say no, when to ask for help, and giving yourself permission to rest. And of course, talking openly with trusted friends or accounts process emotions. By combining these habits, mindfulness, physical activity, healthy boundaries, and social support, we create a stable foundation that allows us to navigate stress with more balance and resilience over time.
So okay, my next question is can you share a personal experience where relations helped you
Of course,
succeed? Please give me a long answer.
that's a great point. Resilience really acts like a bridge. It helps us endure setbacks without giving up. And instead of seeing failure as the end, we view it as a stepping stone. When we stay resilient, we keep learning, we adapt, and over time, those small recoveries build momentum. So resilience really doesn't just help us survive, it helps us grow stronger and ultimately achieve success by allowing us to keep moving forward, even after we stumble.
Okay, so my next question is so my last question is why is your one message for younger people about starting strong building life changers? Please give me a long answer.
That's a wonderful question. Young people, the earlier they build resilience, the more they set themselves up for long-term success. When we resilient early, we learn how to handle failures, adapt to change, and stay hopeful even when the future is uncertain. These habits become lifelong tools, helping them navigate school, careers, relationships, so that when bigger challenges come, they don't feel powerless. Instead, they trust themselves to keep going, and that belief in turn shapes a much more empowered, purposeful life.
So, okay, thank you so much for sharing your valuable thoughts. Thank you for once again. So, thank you for everyone. Thank you for watching and listening. Start positive, keep building confidence. Good luck. See you in next video.
Really curious. Do you want to make some more topics or have a Of course. Thank you so much for being here and for listening. I